All right, amen. All right. So we're there in Genesis chapter 3. I was sketching this morning, I didn't have a charger, almost didn't die. But emailed James to me my sermon. So I had a back. The knowledge is great, but there are some setbacks. You're in the hands of the battery. Alright, so Genesis 3. So the title of my sermon today is Salvation is Amazing. Salvation is amazing. We're all, as far as I know, we're all saved, right? So this is not a teaching salvation. You guys all know about salvation, all know about salvation. What I want to get out of this sermon, what I want to preach about today, is kind of to look in a little bit more depth into salvation and to kind of show us how amazing God wants us to give us salvation. But before I start, for introductions, just in case somebody is watching, will watch this on YouTube or they would hear what is as I preach to what is meaning salvation and what I believe the church believes in. We believe that God, Jesus Christ, came down, took away our sins. We're all sinners. Christ took away our sins, and we believe that Jesus took away our sins on the cross and went to hell and rose again, and our sins are gone, and we just believe in Him. We don't believe we have to do anything. We just have to believe and trust in Him, that saves us, and we are eternally saved, and we're never going to lose that salvation. If we believe that we are saved, just going to put that out there, because there's just a chance that somebody might listen to that and get just a hint of salvation. Maybe to look closer into it. Obviously, there's more verses we have to look at for that, to get saved. But somebody, just in case, I'm just going to throw that out. So the first point that I have is salvation is amazing because God didn't have to do it. Number one, salvation is amazing because God didn't have to do it. I'm reading there in Genesis chapter 3, verse 6, it says, "And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree is to be desired to make one wise, she took up the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat." He did eat. Alright? So what does that say there? God, what it's saying right there is that Eve was tempted, the devil tempted Eve with the fruit of the tree. The way he tempted her is saying, see what does the devil say here? He said, "Yea, had God said, ye shall not eat of the tree of the garden. The woman said, serving it, you may eat of the tree of the fruit of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God had said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for God doeth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." And Satan is tempting Eve, what's saying, "Ye shall be as gods, ye shall know good and evil if you eat just of this fruit, the tree of fruit." And Eve did fall to that temptation, so there is desire. Eve desired to know the knowledge of God, right? It's kind of like somebody else who did that. If we turn quickly to Isaiah 14, Isaiah 14, just keep one finger in Genesis 3, and turn to Isaiah 14, Isaiah 14. Isaiah, Song of Solomon, after Song of Solomon, Isaiah 14. Verse 12, turn here in verse 12. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High." So we read here that Lucifer, or Satan, the same one who was tempting Eve in Genesis tree, it says God cast him out of God. He fell because he desired to be like God. He wanted to be like the Most High. And he's kind of tempting Eve with kind of the same thing there, asking and telling her she shall have the knowledge of the Most High. Obviously, the devil, he wanted to be God, and I'm sure Eve didn't want to be God, but she wanted to be like God. She should, because Satan tempts her with, back there, and you can read it again, in verse 5, chapter 3, Genesis chapter 3, verse 5 says, For God would know that in the day that ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So he says, tempting her with knowing God. So it's kind of, what I want to get out of that is, the devil, when he fell, he wanted to be like God. But he wanted to be like God. But Eve wanted to have the knowledge. So, why didn't God, why didn't God just, at that point, just destroy Adam and Eve and start over? He cast the devil out of him. The devil wanted to be like God. He wanted to be like Most High. He said, I want to be like God. But God took the devil and just threw him out of heaven. And then Eve, she wanted to have the knowledge of God too. She wanted to be like God in knowledge. How can you be like God in knowledge? But God didn't just kill her off like he did. Like he's going through with Satan. Satan was condemned to the fire. But Adam and Eve, God gave Adam and Eve a chance of redemption. But maybe he gave the devil a chance of redemption. I don't believe anything like that in the Bible. I don't think the devil believes that Jesus Christ took away the sins. I don't believe that. But, yeah, so whatever. But Eve wanted to have an knowledge of God. God could have easily just destroyed them there and not give them away out of debt. See, God, He could have just right there say, like just two people. He would have just wiped out two people. He would have easily just gone and just turned them back to dust and started over. But He didn't. Knowing that, the reason why I'm believing in because if He did that, I won't be here. We won't be here. We all won't be here. We won't be here. Now God could have guessed. He's all powerful. He could have just turned back time and just literally, he could have just destroyed that Adam and Eve. God could have done that. But He didn't. He didn't. So what did God do? Well, He gave them at least, He gave them a way out because God is amazing. And salvation is amazing because God didn't have to do it because He gave them a way out. Look, if you guys look in Genesis 3, verse 7 there, it says, And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made them aprons. Right, right there, Adam and Eve, they fell. They committed sin. They earned that death, right? When they earned their death. And when the first thing they do is they look at themselves and they know they're naked, and they run and grab some tree leaves, which I don't know how to say tree leaves, maybe it's a very burning leaves, you know. I guess all this pollution makes the leaves very green nowadays, you know. They say the word, man. But they sew leaves together and they made aprons. They did it themselves. They brought them themselves. But I think our God is a very merciful God. When you read through 1 Kings, you hear this, if you read through King Ahab, right, he was a pretty wicked king. He was a pretty wicked king. And God told him one time that when Jezebel had Naboth killed, Naboth in the vineyard, then then Elijah came to him and told him on the curses how he's going to die in the field, how he's going to be killed. And Ahab was repentant, and he cried about it. And God was even merciful to Ahab, a very wicked king of Israel, right? Very wicked. Our God is very merciful to the repentant, not just repentant that are outwardly repentant, but have a contrite heart that they actually mean it inside. And we never have in the Bible a history of the devil ever repenting or being very sad. And by repenting, I mean once you're saved, turn away from God. Right? Repent, I don't mean for salvation. I mean just for turning from your sins. Stop your sins, turn your sins to get right with God, not to get sick, just to get right with God. We don't ever see or hear anything the devil repenting, but we do see that Adam and Eve, when they do sin and they put they sow those trees together, hide themselves, and they hear God's voice coming, they run and hide because they're afraid of God and they have that fear of God and they are sorrowful of what they did. And maybe that's why God didn't destroy them, because they had a contrite heart. They had a heart that they really did fear God, and God probably saw that and said, "Oh, I'm not going to destroy them." So our God is amazing because He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to save us. He could have, in the Garden of Eden, He could have taken Adam and Eve. He could have taken them and just totally wiped them out and started over. He didn't have to do this. And another thing that He didn't have to do is, if we read here in in verse 27 there, it says that unto Adam and also his wife, this is after God puts out the curses, God puts out, like the devil, he's gonna bruise the heel of the woman, and she's gonna bruise his head, so like that. Right there, up in verse 12, and I'll put enmity there in verse 15. I'll put enmity between thee and the woman, between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Right? That's talking about, that's a prophecy of Jesus Christ, right? The devil is going to bruise his heel. He's going to bruise his heel, but the devil. But Jesus is going to bruise his head. Right? He's going to have a wave, not a blow on the devil. Right? Jesus Christ is going to have a more of a more big than the devil is. Lost, and you know the devil's name. But that's not really what I want to look at. I want to look at verse 21. And says, unto Adam also and to his wife and God who clothed them made clothes of skin and clothed. Right? So they sinned. Adam and Eve sinned, they run, they hide, they make clothes of figs, plant figs, clothing. And then God, once He puts out the curses and once He tells them, He's going to save him, bruise his heel, but God can bruise his head. God made them clothes of skin and covered them in skin. Skin of the lamb, clothes of skin. He made clothes of skin like He was a sacrifice. Where does skin come from, right? You're not just going to see a sheep or a lamb walk around and you just see all. You're not going to see his bones and his muscles and everything. It's the out of that skin. So skin, God sacrificed an animal to give them a clothes of skin, right? It's a picture of Jesus Christ sacrificing them, and that's covered for them, right? That's a picture of Jesus Christ covering their sin. They tried to do it themselves with fig leaves. Maybe those fig leaves, sew fig leaves together, like I said before, maybe they were more durable, but maybe they won't. Maybe they weren't more durable, maybe they did just cover up, maybe they had some bunch of holes, right? That could be a picture of, it might cover up, it might look like it covers us, but, you bend over, it doesn't cover much. But the coat God covered them in the coat of skin, kind of picturing Jesus Christ covering them fully in the blood of a man. So God didn't have to do it. And that's kind of amazing how God could have taken Adam and Eve, totally destroyed them, totally took them out, but he didn't do it. He actually, right there, made a plan that Jesus Christ, right there, Jesus Christ is the Lamb slain from the beginning, the foundation of the world, the final human plan. But God didn't have to give us that plan. Salvation is amazing, but God didn't have to give us that plan. He chose to give his life for yours, like the Lamb of God who took that lamb's life and gave it to him. Jesus, as God, took his own life and gave it for yours. If you can turn to 2 Corinthians 5, 2 Corinthians 5, New Testament. If you're ever wondering where 2 Corinthians is, right after 1 Corinthians. First Corinthians 5, verse 14. Right there, 14. For the love of Christ constrains us, because we thus judge if one died for all, then we're all dead. And that's everyone. A good verse to contrast. Put two verses together, and verse 1, that way it would be Romans 5:12. Wherefore, by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men for all sin. By Adam, he brought sin into the world, therefore death passed upon everyone, and therefore all have sinned. Because everyone has sinned, death passed upon. And that's kind of the same thing there in verse 14. For if one died for all, then we're all dead. Jesus Christ, he died for everyone. Well, if he died for everyone, that means everyone was dead. We all sinned at some point, we all like that. And we all know that. We all know that. And that he died for all, that they which live should not henceforth live unto themselves, but unto him that died, which died for them, and rose again. Therefore henceforth know we no man after the flesh, yea, though we have known Christ after the flesh, yet now henceforth know we him no more. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature, all things are passed away, behold, all things are new. And all things are of God, who have reconciled us to himself by Jesus Christ. Right? That's right there. It's salvation. God has reconciled us. Reconciliation restores our friend. The definition of reconciliation is the restoration of friendly relations. Restored them through Jesus Christ, our friendly relationship. We had with Adam and Eve, and we broke that relationship there when sinning taking the fruit, and sinning, God restored it with Jesus Christ. God had reconciled us to himself by Jesus Christ, and had given to us the ministry of reconciliation, to wit, that God was in Christ, reconciling the world unto himself, not imputing their trespasses unto them, and had committed unto us the word of reconciliation. Now then we are ambassadors of Christ, as though God did beseech you by us. We pray you in Christ's stead to be reconciled to God. For he had made him to be sin for us, who knew no sin, that we might be made righteousness of God. So what's the point? The point is, salvation is amazing because God didn't have to do it. Right there in verse 21 says, for he had made us sin for us. See, Jesus Christ, God, did not have to come and become sin for us. But maybe in our minds that because it's so readily available for us, we think that Jesus had to do it. He had to come and give us that reconciliation. But God didn't have to do it. He didn't have to give us reconciliation. He didn't have to restore that friendly relationship with us. He could have just let us all go to hell, forget about the earth, go create another earth, and just start all over again and just let us all go to hell. But he didn't. He didn't. He, right there said, he made him to be sin for us who knew no sin. The perfect God that knew no sin, he made us sin. And another thing that what I was reading to you, that I saw here, is he had committed unto us the word of reconciliation. And God has, then Jesus Christ is not out there knocking on doors on the street and doing all preaching everything to get people saved. He has committed unto us the word of reconciliation. The reconciliation again being restored in a relationship. That is, he gave us the responsibility of going and telling people of the great love that God has given to us. The reconciliation of the world, Jesus Christ. God has given us the duty to give the gospel to the lost. God did not have to do it. God didn't have to do it. He did it because John 3:16, and that's amazing. And also in John 3:16, for God so loved the world, that he gave the only begotten Son, and whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. So God loved the world so much, he gave him to it. And we need to, in our life, Christian life, in fear of God, he didn't have to do it. And that's amazing that he didn't have to do it. It's not amazing that he didn't have to do it. It's amazing that he did it. Right? That's what the amazing part is. He did it. Where he could have just let us, like Satan, just go to hell, be gone. He didn't have to. And that's amazing. And we, as Christians, myself personally, we overlook that. I overlook that all the time. We kind of expect stuff from God. We expect that God, he should give us stuff. We pray for stuff that we think we need and we want and we deserve. But we don't understand that everything God gives us, he gives us because he loves us, and we don't deserve anything. We deserve hell. And we don't believe that we deserve hell. I don't believe that we deserve hell. I don't want to believe. I know I deserve hell. I don't want to believe that I deserve hell. But God has given it to us freely, and he didn't. Okay, so number 2 is salvation is amazing because it was hard for God, so it can be easy for us. Salvation is amazing because it was hard for Jesus Christ to do it. It wasn't easy. Salvation is easy, right? It's simplicity of the gospel. Salvation is very easy. People don't, like we go out soul winning all the time, and we ask the same questions, and we'll say, 50% of the time we have the same answer. You can't. You have to do this, you have to do this. And it sounds at first, people say, if you die today, you think you go to heaven? Yeah, I think you go to heaven. What do you think it takes to get to heaven? Oh, believe. And it seems like, yeah, this guy's getting saved. And then, like, you got to repent your sins. And then it's kind of like, it's good to find that. It's kind of like you get the high. It's kind of like in music. Sometimes, I think it's opera. When they kind of have a high, and it kind of gets a high note, and it's not happening. Ever hear that? It's not like, and you're out soul winning, maybe your soul winning partner is giving the gospel, you're sitting back, and you're listening, you're like, okay, it's good, believes, you know, but you can't do it every one. And people don't understand how amazing the gospel did it. It's like, yeah, we should look at it that God, salvation is amazing because he didn't have to do it, but salvation is also amazing because it's easy for us, but just because it's easy for us, it was hard for God. It wasn't easy for God to do it. But say it's God, but it's God still has, it was hard to get one you got son. Okay? It was hard, and where it was hard. So listen, so it would be easy for us. Turn to Isaiah 53. Isaiah 53. Look at Isaiah 53. Psalms, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Psalm Solomon, Isaiah. Wait, Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes, Okay, Isaiah 53. Isaiah 53. So this is a prophecy of Jesus Christ and what he went through when he did the work. Right? When there's people out there that say, well, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. They're bringing what Jesus already has done for us. Right? Isaiah 53, starting in verse 3. Verse 3. He is despised and rejected of man, and man's sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he had borne our grief and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. But don't just overlook verse 5 there for a second. So let's look closely at verse 5 there. But he was wounded for our transgressions. Wounded. He was wounded. Wounded don't just come like I'm not just gonna stand here and suddenly say, hey, I got a wound and I'm starting to bleed and I'm pain. Like, wounds come with pain. Wounds come with a wound would an illustration be you shoot a deer that you shoot a deer, he's wounded, right? He didn't just stand there and suddenly just like, I'm starting to bleed here, right? That kind of hurt, right? It hurt. Right? He was wounded. Then look at Jesus Christ. He was wounded for our transgressions, and he was bruised for our iniquities. And why is he getting bruised? Why is he getting wounded? How's your finger? Is it good? Did it hurt? Did it hurt, right? Yeah, it hurt. It was wounded, and that was just like a little cut. That was like a little cut, but it's probably you guys, it's probably big up. That was like a cut, right? He was bruised. He was wounded for who? For us. And we sometimes read through Isaiah 53. And Isaiah 53 is a powerful chapter about the Lord Jesus Christ, and it's amazing how hard it was for Jesus Christ. And that's not just it. That's not just it. The bruising was just the one part of it. The bruising was just the one part of it. The pain, the wounds were just the one part of it. Wasn't it? He was wounded for our transgression, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. He didn't have a striped shirt on. Okay, he got whipped. Stripes, like his stripes. Like literally, if you see people who got whipped, it looks like it hurts. I don't know if you got whipped, but it sure looks like it hurts. Sure looks like it hurts. And I think I've heard somebody explain how those whips work. I think it's they whip you, and I think there's a blade on there that kind of just dig right into your skin, and it just crawls out and rips skin out. I think something like that. And then that's just once, right? And how many times in the Old Testament were we allowed to get whipped? 40, 39, 49 times? 40 times? Just think about that. Once would be enough for me. I don't know what. With Jesus Christ, he got whipped for us. And by his stripes, why he got whipped, he got healed. I show you hard for him. That was hard. Like, how I got whipped from somebody, I did a lot for you. I did a lot for you. Like, somebody, if I would take, just think about it. Jasper. Right. Say Jasper went and he stole a car. And let's say Jasper went out and stole a car. Let's say Indiana, he stole a car. Right? And let's say his dad didn't want him to go to jail, but he said, but the judge said the only way of letting this go, you will have to be whipped 10 times. Then he'll let him go. Okay? And let's say after that, let's say Jasper, once you get whipped, and you get home, let's say after that, Jasper goes to Snowflake or Winkler and steals another. Right? You would think Jasper owned you something, right? A little bit. If you got whipped 10 times, you probably think you own something, right? You probably think when your dad, or you think you forgive you when your dad something, you got away scot-free, right? You didn't get away with nothing. You didn't even talk, maybe. But that's better. Your dad took the bringer, right? And your dad would think, hey, he was. But Jesus Christ, we don't want him to be. We could just accept it. And it's free. And we could do wickedly and turn the other way and just walk away, but we can still get that reward. And people, they just can't fathom how that can be supposed to believe that. But that's what the Bible says. And that's amazing. That's amazing. Right? You're going to want to at least taste chocolate. Something, right? Or getting whipped. At least you get with the chocolate, right? You want something, right? God didn't want anything. He doesn't want anything from you. You know what he wants from you? He wants you to accept it. That's it. He wants you to just know it. He wants you to believe it. He wants you to trust it. That's all God wants. And that is amazing. But, where was it? With the tree stand, there, verse 5. And start at verse 6. It's after the tree, verse 6. All we like sheep have gone astray, and we have turned everyone to his own way, and the Lord had laid on him the iniquity of us all. He was oppressed, he was oppressed, he was afflicted. Yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he opened not his mouth. He was taken from prison and from judgment. And who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. And he made his grave with the wicked, and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit on his mouth. You know, people, this is in verse 9 here, it's good actually. People, if you try to prove Jesus won't come hell, which is going to help. There's a lot more verses, more strong verses. But here, in verse 9 it says, he made his grave with the wicked, and with the rich in his death. He made his grave with the wicked. You could say that, well, good people, bad people say good, and I say, yeah, I'll go to the grave. But when it says here, he made his grave with the wicked. He's with the wicked. I think that it's talking about people in hell, with the rich in his death. Because, you know what, it's harder for put it chemistry. I believe in the rich man coming in heaven. Hell is going to be full of rich people because they think they are everything. Because they've earned everything in their life. And they think they need to earn salvation. They will spend their whole life. They will go to other ends of the earth. They will try to go to space. They'll go anywhere to look for eternal life, to try to buy it, to try to look for remedies where they can stop their gene from, they will try to stop their genetics from aging. They will try to earn that eternal life. They will try to get eternal life here on earth. I don't want eternal life. I don't want to live here forever. You know, once I'm done, I'm going to be glad. I can't wait to die. I can't wait to die to be with Jesus. Like Paul said, to be here, I'm just going to paraphrase, I don't butcher it, but to be here is neat for you, but I deserve to go to heaven. I deserve to go to heaven too. I need to be here with my family, and I still need to get people saved. I still want to get some rewards in heaven. I go right now, I'm getting the shack back behind the guy's house, alright? I'm not getting much, but I want to be in heaven. I want at least once a week. I'm pretty glad. I can live here, I can live in here in shacks here, I can have nothing here. That's fine with me, that's fine. I don't care. I don't want to be rich. I don't need to be rich. I don't need to have a lot of things. But you know, if I'm rich in heaven, if I have lessons and rewards in heaven, I would rather have it. I said, that's why I'm going to drive 2 hours to get to church. That's why I'm going to grow more. I'm going to slow growth. I'm going to grow more. I'm going to go to church more. I'm going to do more for God. I'm going to go slowly more. I'm going to do more. Not because I'm trying to earn it. Because I want to everyone in heaven. I want to lead and follow in heaven. Because that spirit inside me, he wants that. The Holy Spirit inside, he wants that. I want to grow to more of God, more of that from God. Right. Where was it going with that? Yeah, so the rich, they go all over the place. And they would just love to figure out how they can live that eternal life. But you know what? They can have it. It's really accepted. Just to believe and trust in Jesus Christ, but they don't want to do that. They want their own way, they don't do that. But they have to understand that salvation was hard for Jesus. It was hard for God. It was easy for us. 53. Yeah, he pleased the Lord, and he made, starting at verse 9, and he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He had put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. I was on to verse 9. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant be justified, shall justify many. For he shall bear their iniquities. He shall bear our iniquities. Jesus Christ bear our iniquities, our sins, the things that we want so badly, the things that we can't hold back, the things that overtake us, and something that we just don't want to do, but we do it anyway because the flesh inside of Jesus Christ bared those over 2,000 years ago. 2,000 years ago, and we took them and we went to hell with those things. And that is, my friends, that is amazing. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide his spoil with the strong, because he had poured out his soul unto death, and he was numbered with transgressors, and he bare the sin of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. Jesus Christ made intercession for the transgressors. For the transgressions, and I'm telling you guys, that was hard. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I know he was God. I know Jesus still felt pain. Jesus still felt sorrow. Jesus still felt mourning. Jesus Christ still felt. If it was any of us, he would feel the same thing. And it's amazing. It's amazing. That's how it did. And it pleased the Lord. And you know, God says there in verse 10, it pleased the Lord to bruise him. It pleased God the Father to bruise him. Our God the Father is not a cruel God. He doesn't think, how does it go? Him who loveth violence, a sword. Or God doesn't like people who love violence. God is not a violent God. He's a loving God. He's a loving God. And it pleased him. And it pleased the Lord to bruise him. It pleased God to bruise Jesus Christ. Why? Because he knew through Jesus Christ all those people who believe they're going to get saved, and it pleased God. That pleased God. And that's amazing. And Jack is wounded. I'll show you an article. That he wasn't just wounded. He wasn't just wounded. Turn to Psalms 20. First let's go. Turn to Psalms 22 and leave your finger there and turn to Matthew 27. Let's go back to Psalms 22. Leave your finger at Psalms 22 and turn to Matthew 27. So I'm going to read there, Matthew 27, verse 46. Verse 46. And I want to see, Jesus Christ wasn't just bruised. He wasn't just wounded. He didn't just feel pain. Jesus Christ was this. Let's read it here in verse 26. And about the ninth hour, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And Jesus Christ wasn't just wounded. God himself turned and just forsook Jesus Christ. That hurt Jesus Christ more than anything. And he had that communion, that special communion that we can have through the Holy Spirit with God. Jesus Christ had. The Bible says his Spirit, he gave his Spirit without measure. Jesus Christ had the Holy Spirit without measure. And he had a communion with God the Father. And when he was there on the cross, and he became a sinner, and he was condemned to hell there on the cross, and he had all the sins of the world, God the Father turned his eyes upon him from heaven. And going back to Psalms 22, there in verse, this is the prophecy. This is David looking forward to God, and it's kind of a prophecy. And if you ever have time, read chapter 22, and it talks about the agony when Jesus Christ fell on the cross. And it says there, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Why art thou so far from helping me? And for the words of my roaring, oh my God, I cry in the daytime, but thou hearest not in the night season, and I am not silent. It's talking about this is talking about Jesus Christ. He was in agony on the cross, in pain. He was wounded, he was striped. He just got back from a beating. He got bruised. They hanged him on the cross, where they put nails to his hand. All those painful things, and not just that, to add to that, God the Father, his only joy, his only peace, I was on the cross, only feeling of Jesus Christ, that is gone. The only feeling that we got from God the Father, that God turned back, and he was alone. He left alone. His disciples were there. They forsook him. They saw in Isaiah 23, Isaiah 53 talks about that too. They forsook him. But God the Father forsook him too. He was left alone compared to the whole world. And I tell you, that wasn't easy. Remember what the point is. Remember what the title of the point is. The point of salvation. Salvation is amazing because it was hard for God, Jesus Christ. So it can be easy for us. And when you look at that, it was hard for God. It was hard, I'm sure, for the whole Trinity. We believe in one God in three persons. It's God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. And I'm sure, and I know for a fact, that God the Father wasn't smiling, wasn't partying when this happened. The earth itself, the sun itself, hit it. The earth shook when its own creator died for us, for what we did. Think about Adam and Eve. They committed that one sin. They committed that one sin. And they started a lot. God didn't have to save them. And then God didn't have to save us. But God, we also have to understand that it was hard for God to do it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for God to fall down. It wasn't easy for the Holy Spirit to just forsake the right thing. It wasn't easy for God the Father to turn his back. It wasn't easy to see. There's a song actually I grew up with. My parents, my mom used to listen to it, and this song would make me emotional. And the song goes, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And well, I'm going to sing this, and this is going to be brutal, but that's okay. You're like, whatever. Okay. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? Was the cry he heard coming from the little tree. In agony, he watches to crucify his son. But his heart was broke when he heard the final cry. Very emotional stuff. Made me cry. And God, Jesus Christ, he came, he was wounded, he was beaten, he was forsaken. But God the Father sure felt about the same way. And your own son, his only begotten son, died. That's awesome. And that, he did it all for you, for all the whole world. But they rejected him. In a small amount, you're going to stop. He did it for that small amount. That is amazing. And yeah, I have some verses that I know John 18. We did it all. You just believe that with the grace of you saved with faith, and that yourself get the God out of works, and as you boast. God did it all. And all he has back, and we just believe in this. It's that easy. It's that easy. People don't get it. God's so with you. We try to get to that point in salvation. We try to get people. We want them. We can't just skip stuff. We want to know. We want to make sure they know they're sinners and they're going to hell. We try to become that. But we want to get to the point where we tell them, And we kind of, to me, it's kind of like a 50-50. We want to tell them and we want to show them how it's eternal, how it's free, how it's something we don't have to do, all you have to accept it. But we know that we get to that point, that's a point that people, they can't fathom how amazing that is, how God did it. It's amazing. People don't get it. It's hard for them. And when they get it, and you can see it, when you say it to them, I've seen it when I people say it, as soon as we get to that point, and it clicks in their mind. It's hard. It's hard enough for them to smile. It's hard enough for them to cry. It's hard. It's amazing. It's so hard. But anyway, I'm going to repeat the point. And we know that but we never stop. But we never stop to think about how hard it was for God. And how easy I never said that. And that's amazing. So number 3, and this is the last one. Salvation is amazing because it never ends. And yeah, we got to talk about it. Eternal security, literally, look at any other religion or even Christianity, even in any religion. None of them. Everyone believes you have to do it. You have to do something. But as far as I know, we are the only ones that believe that we never lose it. We never lose it, and it's free because we never lose it. So, turn to 1 John 2:25. 1 John 2. Salvation is amazing because of the message. And that we love to transport, and maybe we bypass that too. Some of us know I do. When we think, eternal security goes in one year after that, or we kind of know it, it kind of just goes through. But if we actually start thinking about it, it's amazing. 1 John 2:25. And this is the promise that He had promised us, the eternal life. See, God, He didn't have to say this. He did. That's the first point. It was hard for Him. It's so easy for our second point. But now, He also gave us an amazing thing, which is that He promises. God that cannot lie. Eternal life, which God that cannot lie, promised before the world began. God promised us that He promised Spirit. He promised us. And if God promises something, believe me, it's going to happen. And God promised us eternal life. But why do we try to eternal security? I know a lot of people, that believe whatever we do, but they believe one thing different is that people can still be saved. They believe in eternal security, but they say people can still be saved, but they don't have to believe in eternal security. No. As far as we know, we believe that you have to believe that you're eternal security to be saved. And if you think about it, it's kind of a no-brainer. Because if you are believing that you're forever saved, you can never lose it, there's nothing you can get, right? But if you believe you can lose it, there's something you have to do to keep that, right? There's something you have to do to keep that, right? So then that is no longer grace. Whereas grace is grace, and work is work. It's not what First John 5. What you guys said, 1 John, just to chapter 5. 1 John. And the point here is we must believe in terms of beauty sake, and that's important. And I go away from the amazing part to show you that we have to believe in what you say. Because if we don't believe that we have eternally and we can't lose it, we're trusting something else to keep it. Yeah, you're trusting Jesus to keep it, you say, but then what else are you believing that you're going to keep it? And starting there in 10, verse 10, chapter 1 John 5:10 says, He that believeth on the Son of God hath the witness in himself. He that believeth not God hath made him a liar, because he believeth not the record of God in his Son. They don't believe God, they They make God a liar. Who are they that don't believe God? They are the ones that don't believe the record. That's really what verse 10 says. And this is the record. God is showing us the record that we have to believe in. We must believe in to believe this record. This is the record that God has given to us eternal life, and this life is in His Son. Those people who believe, who rightly believe, those, when it says here, these things have I heard unto you that believe in the name of the Son of God, those people that He's writing to are the people who believe the record God gave of His Son. And I know that sounds confusing a little bit, but that God given up to us eternal life. That's the record that God gave us eternal life. And I'm saying it, and I'm telling you that you are not saying it. You don't believe in the Spirit.
Amen.
You're not. The Bible clearly says it right here. Clearly says it. He that hath the Son hath life. He that hath not the Son hath not life. And these things have I written unto you that believe in the name of the Son of God, that ye may know that ye have eternal life. Not only does God want us to just believe in eternal life, He wants you to know. He wants you to know. Hey, I give unto you. I give unto you eternal life. That's amazing. And God, He could have just said to Adam and Eve, you know what? Here is, you sin against me. He could have destroyed them. Let's say He did destroy them. He could have said, now here, you better, here's a bunch of laws. And if you, and by the way, God never gave Adam and Eve the Ten Commandments. That's an Exodus. God never gave Adam and Eve the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not. That's an Exodus. That's when He wrote about the Exodus. Right? So God wrote down His laws. Adam and Eve didn't have a Bible. They all knew the laws of God. Something they have to believe in. We say it in a lot of churches. Adam and Eve didn't have it. It's a different dispensation. And when you look at that, we must believe first Revelation. Revelation 22. So we believe, have to believe in eternal security to be saved. I lost my place, so I guess I'll have to skip it. Revelation 22, 1 to 5 says, and I will shew. And it says there in verse 1, and He shewed me a pure river of water, which like clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of God, in the midst of the streets of it, and either side of the river there was a tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruits every month. And the leaves of the tree was the healing of the nations. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of God and of the Lamb shall be in it, and His servants shall serve Him, and there shall see His face, and His name shall be there in the forehead. And there shall be no more night there. And there shall be no more night there, and they need no candle, neither light of the sun, for the Lord God giveth them light, and they shall reign forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And we read through that, we get that. We say eternal security. We try to preach truth. We want people to know eternal security, and we try and we push to people. Are we actually? We're looking at when it says forever and ever, never end. Did you know? In 10,000 years, I'm still going to be here. You're all still going to be here. You're all still be here. I'm not saying be here. I'm saying alive, conscience, in a new body. Right? 10,000 years. A million years. Well, we're probably not going to keep track of time. But if we did, and you know one day, I'm gonna celebrate my millionth birthday. My billionth birthday. My gazillionth birthday. And it's going to be long. I heard a number. I think it was trillion, I don't even know. I don't know what to say exactly. Was it 40? Wasn't it Sherman last week? Wasn't that? Yeah, it was like a trillion. Just put as many zeros behind there as possible. I'm still going to be there, and so is everyone of you. But here's that. Here's how that's great. That's amazing. But other people are going to be there too. But They call them dead, but they're still alive. Like they're still conscious, and they're going to be in the other place, which is hell, and that's how we're going to end the. That's not as amazing. If you look at it, we're going to be. That's amazing. Ever. And it's 10,000 years. Like Amazing Grace, right? If we've been there 10,000 years, I don't know for something, but 10,000 years. Don't just let that pass through your mind. Just think about that. 10,000 years. That's amazing. And so, conclusion. In conclusion, God didn't have to do it. It was hard for him to do it. It was hard. In the first point, God didn't have to do it. God didn't have to save you. God could have just left you home. God could have just thrown you out with the devil and just left you there and start all over and just whatever, just give up on that plan and having his children and having people there to serve him. Just giving up, just wait something to do. He didn't have to do it. Don't think that God owes you anything. God doesn't owe you anything. If anything, you owe God. But because you owe God, because you actually do owe God something. He's saying, you know what, I'm going to give you more. I'll keep on with the work. It was hard for him. Jesus Christ is bruised. Jesus Christ, he had to look at his son that he needed. He was crucified. He had to look away. He had to turn back to his own son. And he gave it to you free. Even though we, in all rights, God put us. Is God justified? Couldn't justly tell us you have to do this and this and do this. You have to do the law. You have to do this. You have to be baptized. You have to do this. You have to repent your sins. You have to do all this. God could have just judged. God could have done that. He wouldn't be justified in doing it. But he didn't. But he took away that word. He said, if you even know commit fornication, you commit adultery, you commit all these wicked things, you're still going to be saved. God doesn't have to do that. That's amazing. And not only that. So God didn't have to do it. It was hard for him, so it would be easy for us. But he did it. But he did it. How did I say that? But he did do it. But he did do it. And not only that, he gave it free of charge and made it never ending. So no one. That's amazing. Right? That he gave it free of charge. And if we think about that, that's amazing. Right? Revelation 22:17. Oh yeah, that's right. Revelation 22:17. And the Spirit and the bride say, and let him that heareth say, and let him that is athirst come, and whosoever will, let him take the water of life freely. God. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to repeat this again. I'm going to repeat this one. He didn't have to do it. That's amazing. He made it free. It was a lot of work. It was hard for him. It was easy for us, and that's amazing. He made it eternal. Never ending. Ever ending. That's amazing. And not only that, in the last chapter, in the last book, in the last paragraph, that thing is saying, he's begging people here in verse 17, come. And then again, come. And then let him take the water of life free. I want to say it one more time, and then I'm going to end it. That's amazing. Let's bow our heads. Let's pray for our neighbor God.